G'day guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie and today I'm in the Victorian bush state forest and gonna try and get a rabbit or a fox. There's a few feral cats around as well apparently. I've never actually been on this side of the bush before. I've been way over on the other side, but yeah, things are looking pretty quiet at the moment. Didn't see anything coming in, but you never know what's going to happen. Plan today is to walk along the edge of a like a farmer's fence and yeah, see if we can see anything come crossing through or whatever. And yeah, if we get a rabbit I might cook it up and have a bit of a catch and cook or something. But the idea for today is just to get out in the bush and have a bit of a look around. So yeah, enjoy. Oh, this is interesting. That's a goat skull. It's been here for quite a while. Didn't actually think there was goats in this area, in these parts, but that's a bit of a game changer actually. I'm going to have to come back here with the bow and really have a good look around for a few of these. Wouldn't mind getting some to fill the freezer and have a bit of fun on them. It's interesting, isn't it? At the moment the wind's not really doing me any favours. It's coming in my face and I'm walking down that way. So yeah, it's on the back of my neck the whole way. So I think I might change my plan a little bit and I don't actually know maybe how to cross. There's a creek down the bottom here, some running water and stuff. I'll go and check that out. But I might head on the other side and cruise up that way a little bit. So at least my scent is not going across the gully, or my thermal's dropping in. So at least if I'm at the bottom of this big hill down there, I can look back this way and the wind will be in my favour. So we'll see. It's just part of the plan, I suppose. So nice and green coming out here in winter. It's cool. It's not that cold, but it makes it nice for walking, quiet on the foot. So yeah, definitely something that I'm glad I come out today, that's for sure. As I was talking about the wind before, it's coming across from behind me. Those kangaroos are a fair way away inside the farmer's paddock. Now, I should give you an idea how far away I am. And my scent has travelled that far across this gully, and they were resting over here. They were actually laying down, just having a kip. But as soon as I came on top of the ridge and spotted them, a couple of minutes later, they're on their feet bounding away. It's just how important scent is to remember when you're hunting. Something like that could just push an animal away. But we're not here to hunt kangaroos. And it's in the farmer's property anyways. Still haven't seen any sign of rabbits at all, or foxes. Keep heading on. Right, I've had to come down from the ridge from up here because it drops off into a gully that goes down this side, and just can't get through up the top there, so I've had to come down lower, and found a few kangaroo tracks, some wombat droppings over there, and had a few noises over here, but I don't think it's anything that's huntable, that's for sure. But I've seen a few trees in here which look damaged, like a deer is, rubbing its antlers up and down on it or something. I've got to find a few more to say for sure that that's it, but I don't think this area had deer either. It's a small state forest which holds, definitely holds foxes, because I've seen them, and the rabbits on the outside, I've seen that as well. None that I've seen today, but maybe the deer is moving back in slowly. Goats as well. I didn't think there was goats here, but I've seen the skull. It could be very old too, though. And behind me, there's a big gully. It goes up a massive hill, and there's like rocky outskirts. It looks like a few little caves as well, which might be worth checking out another time. But yeah, so far nothing. It's pretty quiet. So the more I look around, the less deer sign that I see. I mean, the area is a lot of game trails that's well used. For example, you can see here, go straight ahead up the side towards that fence over there, and then down the other side. It's good to see the river over here actually has some water in it for a change. It's been a long time since it's had a good flush out like this. That's why it's really dirty. But it's good to see a lot of sign, a lot of kangaroo droppings, and a few little weird tracks. I'm guessing it's cat. But nothing that's in front of me, that's for sure. But it opens up over here. I think it might have a better vantage point further up. There's another well-used game trail just going up the side of that hill just there. Don't know if the GoPro can pick it up or not, but it's really well worn. It seems to be typical in this whole area. I'm guessing mostly kangaroos. But you never know. You never know your luck. There's a mushroom here. It's been pulled over and tipped upside down. I wonder if you can eat it. Let's not risk it. I don't know. I don't know anything about eating mushrooms in the wild. One day I will find out, but not today. Till I know for sure that I'm not going to die from it. It's areas like this that I like to find in the bush, where the farmer's fence is pretty devastated. It's pretty good back there, but you get a spot like this that's real damaged. And it's usually because animals frequent back and forward. So if ever you're out deer hunting or something like that on a fringe country and you find something like this, it pays to have a look at chunks of barbed wire and things like that for tufts of hair still on it. It gives you an idea of the types of animals that's moving in and out. Through here, I mean, I know these are kangaroos that have mostly done all this, because I just seen a herd of them sprint off through the bush, but sometimes there's goats as well. The farmer will occasionally get sheep escape. They'll be living in here somewhere. They turn feral, and they're obviously a problem as well. They're a pest. They get all, the wool gets all knotted up and scraggly and yuck. Eventually they'll just die, but yeah, they're a pest in the bush. Just touching on fences as well, if you're out in deer country, a good place to look for cast antlers is around fenced areas, because when they're about to shed their antlers, they obviously tip their head back before they jump over the fence, and just the shock of them jumping, like taking off and landing, is enough to make the antlers fall off. So if you're in an area that's got a lot of fallow deer or reds or whatever, then yeah, it's not a bad idea to have a look around some fences area like that, areas where they, I mean, they'll jump big fences anywhere, but areas that are well used is probably the best place to start looking. I'm not a professional by any means, but might help you. Found some scat on the ground here, which don't know, I've never seen it before. I don't know what kind it is, what it's from. Haven't found any more in this area yet. We just moved slightly further along that fence line. This is it here. I'm not familiar. There's kangaroo mixed in with it, but it's hard to touch as well, obviously because it's dried out. So far it's only in this area. First I thought it was some sort of seed, but there's no more around under this tree. I'm in a big area that's got a lot of fallen dead wood. Looks like a few kangaroo beds and stuff in here. But never seen it before. If you know what it is, just let me know in the comments below. That'd be good. Now I know a lot of people are going to be saying, you're in a state forest, public land, you must be wearing something fluoro so people can see you, and yes, I agree with that. But I had to take my beanie off because it's actually hot walking up and down these hills. It's winter, yes, you do get hot. I think today's probably about 15 degrees or something, 12 degrees. Wind is still coming in this direction, and I thought for sure I'd see rabbits and something on that hill. There's nothing there right now anyways. But the area is very rocky and shaly, which is why a lot of the prospecting folk from back in the day, and I guess nowadays, will visit these areas and dig up holes and look for gold. That makes it pretty unsafe to walk around in the bush if you're not careful where you're going, that's for sure. Some areas here I just think to myself, leave the gun at home and get a metal detector or something and I'd strike it rich, get some gold fever. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll actually do that. Just come across this area now down here where the fence line ends. I'll show you. The fence line ends and it's nice green pastures over there, or what looks like it from here. It's obviously a nice little spot here to walk through because there's a well-worn game trail here. Again, kangaroos, I'd say this is like a kangaroo sanctuary here, there's so many of them. It's just amazing how you can find spots like this in the bush, middle of nowhere, in the middle of a forest. Not so much middle of nowhere in the back of farms and that, but I mean, you can see over here that the river's actually someone's boundary. And they've got sheep grazing over there. But this part here is forest and it's nice. I think I might get the gas stove out and make a coffee, I reckon. noticed this before when I came in. Now that I'm on this angle, you can see it. Like a stone structure just here, just right at the end. Which means it could be a chimney or an old house. Could be a grave, don't know. We'll go and check it out. It's pretty cool either way. Love finding stuff like this. They certainly picked a good spot to build a house if this is an old ruin from a house or something. Nice place. Give you a bit of an idea of the size of this. Pretty firm in there, that's for sure. Heading back to the car. The same group of kangaroos that were back there and now in front of me. I keep pushing them further forward and I don't like that because if there's any other animals up there it'll alert them. But anyway, I'm lower in the gully next to just walking along the creek, not up the top like I was earlier. Just having a look here, following some game trails and a little tiny kangaroo over there jumping away. More like a rock wallaby or something. There's a few really nice spots in here that they could hide, and any animal could hide really. And you would never know that they're there. But yeah, it's just so untouched. It's great.